Tuesday, March 1st here in Canada. Some big stuff coming this weekend, but let me brush you up just a little bit first. I'd said that this past weekend, the protests in Canada were large. Well, I've seen some footage, and indeed they are. Some footage out of Toronto and Hamilton. They're both here in Ontario, Winnipeg, one of our prairie provinces, Calgary. But the details of that aren't important with what's coming this weekend. Bear with me. In Finland's protests, they fly the Canadian flag. How cool is that? Now, the news about this weekend, the Ontario Freedom Chain has now grown to be the Canadian Freedom Chain. You can Google it. Saturday, March 5th. This is going to be nationwide. The organization and scheduling looks to be increasingly tight. We have to take regional time zones into consideration here in Canada. I see there's a local group down in my area here in southern Ontario as the #1 highways, considerable ways away from us. They're going to organize the same thing. I gather it's going to be a hand-holding on the side of the road, solidarity. So how many miles of our country will be covered in people holding hands? There's a large number of people be marching on foot into Ottawa this weekend. That seems to be largely coming from the East Coast. So what are you going to do with that, Mr. Trudeau? Eh? You going to tow away and impound everybody's boots? Yeah, okay. Be pretty hard for the mainstream media to ignore what's going on, and I'm curious to see what the governmental response will be. Trudeau managed to squash everybody up in Ottawa with his heavy-handed, heavy-booted Emergencies Act. Speaking of the Emergencies Act, Trudeau's sudden 180 on that act seems largely due to pressure from the big banks and big business, as the ensuing run on the banks wreaked havoc, and I don't think Sock Boy hadn't seen that one coming. The bank run now could be called a bank walk, I guess, as people stroll into the bank and remove funds, often transferring them to the U.S. financial institutions. And I saw something just as I was turning my phone off to film this. Something big's happening in Halifax at the moment. Somebody said they saw 11 police cars and 15 heavily armored military vehicles whipping down the street. But what that's all about at the moment, I don't know. And the guy didn't put a time on it. So was it an hour ago or 10 minutes ago? I have no idea. So yeah, watch Canada this weekend. The only thing that would put a dampener on this would be regional, in the sense of if we have a big heavy winter snowstorm or something. The Ottawa situation and Trudeau's handling with it, I've said it before, it just made the angry angrier and made a whole lot more people angry. And it's going to get interesting. This will be unprecedented for Canada, the scale of this. There's no doubt in my mind. Might be globally unprecedented. So, got another quick one to film here. As always, thanks for listening.